Welcome. We are your host today. I do take it with wonderful experiences in the Bible and ready to learn. Now, today we have a very interesting character here who matches us in different aspects of life. But then, this is Judas Iscariot, and we're definitely going to talk about his love for money and easy or something, but then more on where are our deepest treasures? Yes, you can have the money and all the worldly things, but your deepest treasures, where are they kept? Is it within the money? Is it somewhere else? And this is the right question we're having here. Now, we're used to the story, whenever we talk about Judas Iscariot, we think about when he sold Jesus for money and Jesus ended up getting crucified. But this is just like the peak of the matter, whereby this man has been loving money for some time, and a few instances show us that it's something that was built upon. It didn't happen in one day. It didn't happen by mistake that he sold Jesus. It's something that he was used to doing, and this matches us in a way that we build sin. It doesn't happen in one day. It's a few small steps, few negligible actions that we can easily, just ignore and be like, no, it's just this, just that. But are those tiny stuff that leads to the bigger sin, the real sin that we look at and then we're like, how on earth can a person do such a thing? We're going to read in John chapter 12, verse 2. John chapter 12, verse 2. And we get to understand what money can make you do, or like what the love of things can actually make you do. Let's read. John chapter 12, verse 2 reads, They prepared a dinner for him there, which Martha helped to serve. Lazarus was one of those who were sitting at the table with Jesus. Then Mary took half a liter of a very expensive perfume made of pure nard, poured it on Jesus' feet, and wiped them with her hair. The sweet smell of the perfume filled the whole house. One of Jesus' disciples, Judas Iscariot, the one who was going to betray him, said, Why wasn't this perfume sold for 300 silver coins and the money given to the poor? He said this not because he cared about the poor, but because he was a thief. He carried the money bag and would help himself from it. So you see, some things can easily be sugar-coated, you see. Sometimes you might change names of the sin that you want to commit into calling it something very beautiful, so that we feel okay, but also not only feel okay, but also convince other people that what we did was right. But now, we don't forget that Jesus doesn't judge us from what we say. He actually judges us from the intents of our hearts. Now, we can lie to the next person sitting right next to us about what we're doing or why we're doing what we're doing, telling them all the good stuff that they want to hear. After all, we Christians do know all the right terminologies, after all. So it's easy to convince someone else that you're doing something right, even though you're doing something wrong in the name of the right thing that you're supposed to be doing. Now, God judges from the intent. But most importantly, I want to show you how sin builds up. It's those small acts that we neglect. It's the mindset that we build. Now, this was the mindset, whereby instantly overseeing something, you just see something else. This is the mindset. How many times do we do things without even thinking about it? It's just because our innermost person is already shaped around that angle, is already in that mindset. So by default, that's what our thoughts are bringing to us. We need to work on ourselves. We need to work on the innermost person. We need to work on those small things. We need to track every single activity that we do to see if in any way possible we could be giving the devil a step so that he might make us his own. God bless you as you meditate upon this and intend to be better.